What's going on, guys? Hopefully you guys can hear me. Yo, what's up, CK, man? How you doing? Welcome everyone. We get started there in a couple of minutes. Give everyone a chance to join. Looking forward to an exciting week. I do believe that we should be expecting some nice moves. Sound video, lovely stuff. I'll just give it 2 more minutes and we get started. I want to keep everyone waiting too long. And also, any of you guys asking about the badge and stuff like that, he'll be active from this week. Feeling much better now, so yeah, just wanted to keep you guys updated on that. And he'll be sending the order flow signals as well from next week, and we'll have the order flow sessions on Thursday. So looking forward for that order flow chat to be popping again. How's it going, Johnny? 1 more minute. That's gold. Yeah, that is gold. I was just recording a video which is gonna be out in literally like 1 to 2 hours about gold, so yeah. In fact, it should make life easy and pull up the watermark so you guys can see what pair I'm looking at. How's it going, Jason? What's up, Alan? Hopefully everyone's having a good night or a good day or evening, whatever it is. Yeah, let's get started. Anyways, guys, not gonna keep you guys waiting too long. Just want to get through this quick. So yeah, first and foremost, I'd like to welcome everyone that hopped onto today's call. As usual, we're just gonna go over the forecast where I potentially see the market going for this week. As you guys know, obviously things can change. But yeah, so as you guys know, things can change. Don't take this forecast to absolute heart, but so far I've been fairly accurate with my forecasts. So yeah, this is kind of where I see the market going long term. In regards to entries and stuff like that, that's something that we'll discuss on Tuesday on the Zoom session instead. But yeah, for now, we'll start off by looking at DXY. So as you guys can see, I'm gonna take a look at the daily time frame. As you guys can see, once we kind of pulled up into this area, we discussed this area last week, and we discussed the imbalance fill that we kind of had right here. We discussed all of that, which happened on the weekly time frame, and you guys can see how we pulled up into this supply right here. Okay, so as we pulled up into this supply right here, okay, we sold off. Okay, so we kind of had an area of consolidation right here. Okay, so we went through a little phase of consolidation, basically distributing orders. Okay, and we eventually broke out to the downside. Okay, so eventually broke out to the downside. Now here you can expect 2 things to happen. Okay, so this is why Monday is going to be interesting for me to see I need to see two main areas to be broken in order to decide really where DXY is probably going to be going even for the rest of the month. So number one, we have this consolidation. Our understanding is that there's going to be liquidity above the consolidation, okay? And there's going to be liquidity sitting below the consolidation. So money sitting each area. Now, we've gotten the first area of liquidity cleared first. So potentially we are going to go up and aim for obviously these highs in the area and just the liquidity sitting above these highs. Okay, as well as that, when we look at what price did, it came down, filling imbalances, and we basically just about pulled back and just kind of missed the demand right here. Okay, and that's what price could do. So potentially the two options is price can either react from this demand right here and continue up and basically make another high, continue the overall market structure that we have right here. Okay, so to the upside, or price reacted from the supply that we had right here. Okay, and it distributed and it broke structure downside. Now, what I would need to see is at least a break below here. If I get the break below here, okay, so we take a look at basically the we take a look at the daily. Okay, so when we take a look at the daily, we take a look at this trade range. So this is the high of that swing, and this is the low. I need to see this low being broken in order to understand, okay, now we're aiming for rock bottom and we're going to look for etc. these lows to be cleared. Okay, but for now, when we look at the daily time frame, we're still in a bullish structure. The only thing that's kind of getting me to want to see price lower is the fact that we reacted from this zone right here. We distributed right here, okay? And you guys understand that law of cause and effect. The bigger the cause, okay, so the bigger the build up, the bigger you can expect the expansion or the trend to be, okay? So, and obviously overall we're kind of bearish structure when we're taking a look at it from the monthly and yearly time frame. So for me, it's going to be interesting to see what DXY does. What we can potentially expect though is price pull back on the Monday, okay, trap day, tap into RIC and then continue down. But it'll be interesting. So the two areas I'll be looking for next week will be either a break below here or a break above here. And either one will kind of decide where we will see the market going after, okay? Now, there is obviously still a chance that price can kind of make one more push up. So, like, this is the sign of strength. So, if you take a look at it from a Wyckoff distribution, okay, this is basically the sign of strength, okay? And then we get one more push up, where we break the highs, last one push up, okay, UT or UTAD, okay, and then retest and then down. So, we still might be too early in the phases, but obviously that's not something that you can really predict. We don't try so much as predict the market, okay? We just focus on reacting to what happens in front of our eyes, okay? So there's no point trying to predict the future too much, okay? Obviously you need some sort of plan, but you just can't be predicting the future too much because the market does what it wants at the end of the day. We only react to it, okay? So yeah, I'd be interested to see what DXY does anyways. Now, moving on, what's up, Razman? How you doing? What's good, Mo? Say hello to Mary. Hello, Mary. What's good, Frank? Can you trade DXY? Is it just an indicator to show how strong the USD? Basically, what we use DXY for is an index. Okay, so you can actually trade the DXY index, yes. But what we use it for is to look at the different correlations. Okay, so we're looking at it for correlations to see, okay, when we're taking a look at GPSD, we understand that DXY and GPSD are negatively correlated. So if the DXY is going up, then we can expect GU to be going down. Okay, same with the positively correlated pairs, which are the USD XXX pairs. Okay, so that'd be UCAD, UJ, etc. Now, when we take a look at GU and we look at the structure on GU, here it's really interesting, and it has done exactly what we wanted to do. So if you guys remember last week I believe it were the 7th of January, and we were looking at this price action, and what did I say? I said that we tapped in here, but I don't believe this will hold. Okay, and I gave you the reasons why I didn't believe it will hold, and it literally went exactly. So you guys can go watch last week's market forecast video, okay, and it's the same thing that I kind of told you here. Okay, I didn't expect it to respect here. I wanted to come up here because we had an imbalance and we had it in IC, and I expected then the reaction from here, and that's exactly what we got. So on the Thursday, okay, we got kind of like this doji or whatever you want to call it, okay, and then after that we have the bearish engulfing candle. Not so strong, but still bearish engulfs either way. Okay, so we have that bearish candle, and obviously it came from the reaction from here. So now what we can expect when we go down to the 4-hour time frame, now what I can expect is for price to eventually sell off from here and aim for these lows, because these lows, okay, these are higher time frame targets that we've been looking for quite a while. Okay, for all this move down, all this move up, I still believe was a retracement, and I still believe that we should see lower pricing on GBP USD. Okay, so right here, the only thing is with GPSD, because I'm looking at the DXY, and I said I first of all either need to see the break below here or the break above here. If I have indecision with DXY, then most of the time, okay, pretty much 90% of the time, I'm going to have that same indecision with GU. So I need to always make sure, and this is why it's important to look at DXY first, make a bias for yourself, and then you base all the other pairs off it. Now, not every single pair is going to be perfectly correlated. There's different strengths of correlation, and that's something that you can just basically look up online, okay, and you be able to see the power of correlation between the different pairs. Okay, there's a way to calculate it, but GU and EU are fairly strongly correlated with the DXY. Okay, so yeah. So what I would be looking for right here is some more confirmation before looking to sell either way, especially on like the 4-hour time frame. I need to see a break below here, so a change of character. I need to see structure break below the low. Then I would like to see a retracement back up one more time, test the supply, okay, fill in imbalances, and then we'd like to see lower pricing. And obviously have a good amount of liquidity sitting below all of these lows, and decent amount of imbalances to the downside. And then once again, our boom, massive area of liquidity right here. Okay, so overall this is interesting, and right now in the markets we're in very, very interesting spots, okay, throughout all of the different currencies and all the different markets. Okay, so it's going to be very, very interesting the next few weeks. I personally believe that in the next literally 1 to 2 months, a lot of people are going to make a lot of money, but at the same time, a lot of people are going to lose a lot of money as well. And something that was really, really interesting for me, which I'm going to send into the chat as well, was can you trade gold? Yes, you can. Watch EJ. I'll look at that. Yeah, sure. Yes, you can. Yeah. This guy's weird. This guy's a weirdo. Look at the monthly. You can see an instrument. Yeah. So I assume you're talking about GU. Yeah, I'll take a look at that. I'm in a short from 3 hour. So you're in a short from the 3 hour here, is it? Yeah, so there actually was a nice scenario. Number one, I do believe I seen it. Yeah, it was a 2 hour that I seen last week, but I didn't catch that because I was not liking the price action, to be honest with you, on right here. So the price action here was not clean. But as I said, I do believe that the next few moves are going to be really nice because we're in nice point of interest in a lot of different currencies on the higher time frame, and that's when you can really, really catch those big swings. I mean, you guys have seen the swing that I was able to catch on GU. Okay, so that was like a 400 pip move. I literally caught GU, can't exactly remember, I think it was here. Okay, and I caught that whole move up, so that was a really, really nice trade that I was able to capitalize on. Same with gold, I was able to catch that whole swing. So it's all about patience. I mean, it took quite a while to catch that trade, but you best believe that trade will literally last me for months, if you understand what I'm saying. It's all about just being patient and getting that right trade. Okay, so we said the monthly, you said there's a nice trend line. I don't know if I'll be able to see. I think I know what you're talking about. Wait, trend line on GU on the monthly. I don't really see it. Yeah, I don't really see it, to be honest with you. I guess my retail skills aren't that good. The only kind of trend line that I'm seeing is here. It's not very visible on the monthly, but I assume this is the one you're talking about because this is the only. Yeah, okay, I see. I'm pretty sure this is the one that you are talking about, yeah. But yeah, either way, let's move on. GJ, I'm not really going to go over that right now. It's pretty much very, very similar to GU. Okay. So yeah, once again, a lot of liquidity to the downside. This is, you best believe, whether it clears it now or not, whether it clears it next year or not, this is an area that a lot of people have taken longs from. Okay, a lot. You can expect the amount of liquidity below here to be a shitload basically. Okay, so this, if we do get to the sell, and you can see the small distribution that we're kind of having right here. Okay, so this is interesting for me. In fact, this distribution is looking nicer for me than even the GU one. Okay, and that would be also counting. I'd also like to see Japanese yen strength as well next week, because so yeah, what I would want to see is this low being broken. Once I see this low being broken right here, okay, I'd happily sell. Now it is inside of an institutional account right now. I wouldn't even sell it though, because I just don't trade the Sunday. But a nice area to be shortened from eventually, if price does break here, would be upon the retest back up into the institutional candle right here. And I could just simply scroll through the different time frames, and eventually you see a nice institutional candle, and see how I was able to find the institutional candle right there. Okay, right there, 3 hour. 6 hour. That's a really, really nice institutional candle to sell from. Liquidity cleared. Basically follows the confirmation that we're usually looking for, and then I would look to sell. Okay, and once you get into these positions, okay, if we do get a chance to get into these positions, best believe that we're gonna ride them out all the way down to these lows. Okay, so these are kind of more swing trades that I'm looking at. Obviously, you can still kind of day trade these moves. You'll have plenty of opportunity to get in this range as it's kind of slowly pushing to the downside. Okay, you'll be able to get in on those pullbacks. But yeah, it'd be interesting to see, first of all, on GJ, what it does first. Does it break this high first, or does it break this low first? And that all is kind of dependent on tomorrow. Tomorrow will be interesting. All right, so Euro USD, same thing. Okay, so what do we have right here, guys? This is very, very simple. When we take a look at the overall market structure, pretty simple. Something that you kind of see even previously. What you have right here, you have a consolidation, a manipulation upside, continue to the trend down. Okay, over and over and over again. This is kind of what we have right here. And if you guys understand CMT, consolidation, this is our manipulation right here. Manipulation has usually high volume as well, which is clearly evident, and the price ranges is pretty large as well. We cleared the highs, see the highs that we had right here. Okay, so the triple top that I had right here. And now where do I aim for? Down. So overall, EU, this is where I would be targeting. I'll be looking for sells on EU from next week. So yeah, and also look at the area we kind of reacted from right here. Okay, so we did react from this supply right there. So yeah, it'd be interesting to see where EU takes us. On the lower time frame, I don't really see much. Okay, I don't really see much. Entry wise, the 4 hour is probably your best bet at the moment. We got the change of character right here, which is nice to see. So we have the high, we have we cleared the high, we cleared the low. That's the change of character. Now all I need to see is a retest back up, fill in imbalance right here, and a retest on this institutional candle on the 4 hour time frame. It's the place I would look to sell from. Now, obviously, what you can do then is to get an even better risk to reward. This is kind of what my swing would be like. Probably aim for the first lows right here. Okay, this is probably where it'd be a nice target. I mean, that's an 11-1 on the 4 hour time frame. Not bad. Obviously, realistically, when price approaches this area, guys. Okay. When price approaches this area, you'll always be able to wait for a little confirmation here, little distribution, get in on the refinement, get in on some very, very small candle on the 5-minute time frame, 15-minute time frame, and you'll have an even crazier risk to reward. Okay, so it really depends on kind of your confidence level with switching through to the time frames and being able to do refinements. And yeah, also depends on like how you trade, your trading style. So would be interesting to see though. So as you guys can see so far, we only looked like through 3 pairs, plenty of opportunities. So yeah, I've good few other pairs that I see some opportunities on, but I'm just gonna take a quick drink, so give me a second. Also, if you haven't already, guys, please drop a like, would be really, really appreciated. Okay, so USDCHF. If you guys remember, we caught a really, really nice trade on USDCHF last week. It's not a pair that I trade, but I seen a beautiful opportunity last week. We capitalized on that. I sent that one as a signal as well. It was a 10-to-1 risk to reward trade. So a lot of people actually, even though like last week was very, very slow. In fact, I was analyzing my trade journal. I only took 4 trades, I believe, last week. 3 of my trades were losses. Only 1 was a winner. Okay, so I did lose 3 trades last week and 1 was a winner. I made 10% on the USDCHF trade, and then the other 3 trades I lost 0.5%. 0.5%, 1%, 1%. So overall, I closed last week 7.5%, which is not bad. I mean, it was my first week trading, so a bit rusty, but yeah, it's very, very good to be able to understand and go back and look at your trading journal. I have a trading journal set up, like an online one. It's on Edgewonk. If any of you guys are interested, I'm not affiliated with them or anything like that, but I seen the software. I think it's unbelievable. I think it's really, really good. And it kind of it's a bit easier than just kind of writing it in your journal and stuff like that. It gives you a lot of analytics, and that's what a trading journal is for. It's not just randomly taking down random trades and just having that data. No, it's being able to organize that data in a certain way where if you have an issue with a certain area in your trading, you should be able to tackle that issue by looking at that data and analyzing it. And that's what your trading journal tells you. Okay. But if you're just taking down the trades in your journal just for the sake of it, then it's pointless. Okay, and I see a lot of people, they just do it, but like, what are you doing that for? You need to understand why you're taking those trades down and what area of your trading you're trying to tackle it or improve. Okay, so that's what I am. Gold. Yeah, I'll go gold. No worries, guys. I'll go over it. I don't know why people love gold. How to trade? Well, this is exactly what you're watching this stream for. Only likes for 20-hour trades. Oh, fortunately, you're gonna have to. Yeah. It's not me, man. 20-hour trades aren't for me, unfortunately. No, actually, going back to it though, which is funny enough because we mentioned the 20-hour trades. Going back, this is the link I wanted to show you guys. This link is stats from My Forex Funds. And it's so funny to see, okay, because just kind of opens up your mind reality-wise. These days, you're looking at a lot of traders out there and they're claiming 100-hour trades. Like, if that is true, okay, which obviously it's not to say that you can't catch a 100-hour trade. Yes, you can, but can you do it on a consistent basis? That's the real question. That's what a lot of people don't understand. Okay, so I'd rather take 5% trades consistently than 100% trade and then I'm losing like 20%. And it's just, you know what I'm saying? Just keep life easy for yourself. Okay, I'd rather end the week, for example, with just 10%, only taking 2 to 3 trades rather than end the week with 10% and taking 20 trades. I'm trying to save my sanity here. Like, so this is interesting. I want you guys to take a look at this, My Forex Fund stats, and they basically go over the stats of their traders. So you take a look at the October stats. These are November stats. This is interesting. Okay, out of all the people that took challenges, only 18% passed. Okay, this is the most interesting one though. Only 4% of the people that actually did the that took a challenge, okay, ended up being able to get 4%. I'm going to analyze this in the future. I might take a look at this on Tuesday's Zoom because this is important. We can learn a lot of things from the data that we see right here, because a lot of time, like, yes, you can probably find more data on it, but like the only kind of statistic that most people know, everyone really knows, is the one that you see with your broker down below, and it says 96% of traders lose, blah blah. But this is interesting to see because this is not just like your own broker, your own live account. This is with a prop firm. Okay, just interesting. Now, this right here was probably where is it? Okay, so where is it? Okay, this is the interesting point right here. All traders who received payouts who received record payouts. So when we take a look at record payouts, we are taking a look at those people that are receiving 50K. Look, we're 50% in that month, 70% in that month have lost their accounts within 3 weeks. Not 10%, not 20%, all traders. So just let that sink in. All traders. Now, this next point is, none of them risk more than 2% trading day, and they stop when they've reached 4 to 8%. Per month, the most profitable traders with My Forex Funds are making literally only 4 to 8% a month. Okay? And all traders that have made the 50%, the 70%, They have all lost their accounts. And there's a lot of reasons why, and I will definitely analyze and kind of go through this next time. And it's interesting. Only 5 traders have managed 8 payouts. Okay, so there's only 5 traders. So this is interesting. It puts things in perspective for you. As they say right here, it's a marathon, not a sprint. So I'm going to send this here. You guys can take a look at it yourselves. This is just interesting. You don't even need to look at it. It's just interesting. I thought I seen it in another group, so I said I'll send it to you guys. But yeah, going back to the point. Sorry, kind of we're going off course right here, but thought that was a bit interesting, so I wanted to show you guys. Okay, Euro JPY, similar. Okay, similar to basically all the Euro pairs. We broke structure here, which is nice. Now I'll only be looking for shorts. So whenever I get short opportunities, we take a look at our supply. We refine it to the institutional candles. So far, I don't really see any nice ones. Okay, once I see a nice one though, I will be looking for shorts, and I will be looking to swing this all the way to take this low right here. Okay, it's fairly simple. Higher it is, guess you stopped out a lot because the stop has to be way too tight to achieve. Yeah, exactly. The win rate is like, obviously, yes, if you can manage it, perfect. But a lot of people, like, you can be profitable with the higher trades style, but a lot of people, they mentally can't handle it, and that's not what people understand. People like, they get greedy. They see, oh, 20 to 1, this is the strategy I want to learn, but is this strategy suitable enough for you though? Do you think that mentally, do you have the mental strength to be able to handle that? And you should be honest with yourself. Like, you know, for me, I don't think I can trade the 1 second time frame or the 1 minute time frame, because I don't think I have the mental capacity for that. First of all, it's very time consuming. Okay. Second of all, when I look at the risk to reward of just trading that strategy in its own, like, what are kind of the benefits? Well, the benefits are obviously the higher percentages. But when I take a look at the kind of negative side of it, is like more mentally tasking, more time consuming, etc. So for me, I made my decision that I'm happy to trade. I'm not like swing trade. I'm not really trading the daily or the weekly time frame, but I'm in between. Okay, I'm just day trading. I'm catching, you know, 5 to 1 sometimes, 10 to 1, etc. And I'm happy with that. Okay, so UJ. Okay, so UJ is interesting right here. We've kind of came down from this kind of big move that we made right here. We broke structure, as you guys can see, and we made a retracement down into our demand right here. Okay, so this is the area right here. This is our demand. We tapped in, and now we made a reaction, and this is a nice indication, sign of weakness, okay, to the downside. Okay, so basically this, yeah, so we have that. I don't even know what you call this candle right here. And then what I'm looking for is another push to the upside. Okay, so we take a look at the 4-hour time frame, and this was nice. We had that bullish engulfing candle. So once again, this is another confirmation for me to the upside. If we take a look at it from a volume perspective, I'm not sure what the volume is saying. I haven't looked at that in a while, actually. Okay, yeah, so you can see the high volume that we're kind of seeing right here in UJ. So firstly, for me, this is what I'd be looking for. Just a break above here, okay, even this high right here or here, and then I would look for a retracement down. This was an IC scenario number 1 setup, but it didn't happen, okay, and I wouldn't have taken it either way because it was too late into the Friday. But what I would look for though is the retracement down into the open of the institutional candle, and this is where I look to buy. What are we targeting? Well, highs, 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 highs. And we also have the imbalance, as you can see right there. So just inefficient price action. And also as well, guys, don't worry, I'm going to be sending all of these charts and analysis into the Discord as well. So I'll send it into the weekly Outlook channel. Okay, so yeah, I'll send it in right here. So you guys, if you missed out on any of the ones that I did before, don't worry, I'll be sending it in here. So UJ, all in all, not much to look at. This is my perspective on UJ for the week anyways. Euro odds, I don't know really a pair that I go through. In fact, I'm gonna start getting rid of the pairs that I don't really go through. AD USD here is kind of interesting. So ADSDs, I haven't taken a look at it in quite a while as well. As you can see right here, we have this institutional candle, the daily. I refined it to the 4 hour, and the institutional candle is still here. So you can expect this to be a fairly strong level as well. Okay, we had that accumulation as well, as you can see right here. Okay, we had that accumulation and we pushed price up. We broke structure. So what you can expect is a retracement down and another push up. For me though, it depends on what the DXY does. So right now, I'm still going to be chilling. I'm not really going to be, I doubt I'll be trading even the Monday. But yeah, we'll see. For me, as I said, I don't like to look too deep. And I don't like to predict too much because I trade when price is at my point of interest. This is when I trade. This is when I understand, is price going to push up from here or not, when price is actually there. Because you never know what will happen tomorrow. That's the way I look at it anyways. So, yeah, that's pretty much on ADSD. That's something that I really look at. You're amazing. Find your channel is the best. I'm happy to hear, man. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. GA is not actually a trade that I trade that much. In fact, GA, though, funny enough, was one of the pairs that was most profitable, I believe, with the My FX traders, My Forex Funds traders. So that's interesting. USD MXN. That was a pair. If you guys remember me back in 2019, 2020, that was my favorite pair. I mean, at one point I was just not losing trades on this pair. It was beautiful, but yeah, it's gone really, really bad. It's just very choppy. It's not something that I look at anymore. Just take a look at the price action right here. It's really, really choppy. But once you do catch a nice move on it though, it trends, and it trends well. So it's not something that I'm looking at today though. NU would be the same exactly as ADSD. They're very strongly correlated. So the analysis would be there the same. Is there anything else that you guys would want me to go through other than gold? Can you look at S&P? To be honest with you, I always say this every week. I literally don't trade indices. I don't look at them. None of that stuff. The only things that I look through are the Forex currencies. And it just wouldn't really make sense for me to kind of analyze or go through something that I don't really trade, because at that point I'll just be waffling to you guys. So yeah, I don't want to do that. As well as that, guys, I forgot to say, I did say that I was going to announce something today for the team, but I'm probably going to leave that announcement until tomorrow. But basically what it is we have a whole new traders dashboard on the website. This is something that I'll be working on. As you guys understand, the app and the website and all this stuff we've been working on since, I believe, November 2020. Okay, so it's nearly over a year now. And these are stuff that have taken a lot of time and a lot of effort, okay? But once these things are done, which pretty much 99% of it is done, we're looking to release it this week. It's going to be absolutely crazy, and it's going to really, really change the way that we're able to provide content, teach you guys, and for the way for you guys to be able to learn. You'll have tools there, everything. I'm not going to spoil too much though. Just watch this space, watch the Instagram, make sure to follow us on Instagram, etc, because I'll be posting a lot of updates on that as well. So yeah, just I'll show you that as well. As well as that, I actually did order a new FU Academy t-shirts, so I'm gonna send out like a couple of free ones as well for you guys on the team as well. So yeah, I think that should be arriving this week, but I'll let you guys know soon. I am back. Welcome back, buddy. All right, so on gold, I'm not going to go over the sell, okay? I'm not going to go over the sell that we got right here, because this is something that I'm going to go over on the video that I'm going to release in literally 1 hour. I'm going to release this video, I believe, at like 11 p.m. So you'll see the sell that we caught right here on this 10 minute. Because that was beautiful. For me though, what are we seeing right here? Very, very nice Wyckoff schematic on distribution. Okay. So this is kind of what I'm seeing right here. Okay. So obviously we had the last push up. We cleared the highs. And we pushed down. We broke the structure right here. And then we made the test. Okay. And now LPSY. And I look for more pushes down to the downside. Okay, so sign of weakness upon breaking here. Okay, this is the major this is the minor sign of weakness right here for me. Once I break out of this range, This is the major sign of weakness. So once I break out this range right here, major sign of weakness, and I'll be taking looks at shorts up until at least the consolidation right here. Okay, until we retest this accumulation. And I want to see, do we push up from this accumulation, okay, and target the highs that we have right here, because we do have a good amount of liquidity sitting up above here, okay, or do we continue down to the downside? But for me personally, I believe that we should be seeing more downside. Okay, so for gold, my bias on gold is sells, so I'll be looking to short throughout, and eventually target here. But it's all about finding the entries. Right now, we don't see much entries. Let me be realistic. I'm not seeing a lot of nice institutional candles, but that's to be expected though. It was the last week as well, which kind of the market was decent after the holidays, okay? So the holiday period was very choppy. As you guys can see, the price action still here is choppy. So it's all about a waiting game, okay? And that's exactly what we're going to be doing. But for now, this is kind of what I'm looking at. Is there any other pairs that you guys would like me to go through? Also, guys, please don't forget to drop a like on the video. It'd be really, really appreciated. Just trying to think if I have anything else that I kind of wanted to go through with you guys. Any other questions for me, guys, or anything like that? Once again, don't want to take up too much of your time. Want everyone to have nice relaxed Sunday night so you guys can wake up early and catch the London session. In fact, I feel for anyone that's not in Europe right now and you guys have to stay up late for the London session. That must suck, yeah. I think it's the people you living in the US that have to wake up early, is it? Let me drop the Instagram for you guys as well to follow, because this is something that I'm really, really trying to grow over the next year. So it would be appreciated if you did give us a quick follow. KJPY GJ. If you look at my earlier, like if you scroll back into the live, I did go over GU, which is pretty much the same as GJ for me. I did take a small look at GJ as well, so I already did take a look at that. Alright, I'll look at CJ really quickly. Probably be similar though. Okay, so kind of once again, this is what I'm seeing. When I kind of see like tree drives like this, I understand that this is basically the manipulation of highs, okay, and then pushes, okay, strong push to the downside. We're testing, okay, we're testing supply right here. Okay, this is what we're doing. We're testing supply right here. This is the distribution that we're seeing from white coffee perspective. So for me, when we take a look at the daily time frame, what are we seeing? In fact, I'm going to look at the monthly because this is a pair that I've not looked at once even last year, so it's not a pair that I trade. First of all, I see a clearance of liquidity right here, and we see a weird, like, not the monthly candle closes right here. Definitely are not pleasant. So it's interesting. Weekly time frame, a bit clearer here though. Overall, still pushing to the upside. What we see right here though is we cleared the double top, okay, which would have been a kind of a higher time frame target when we were looking for the buys. We cleared the double top, okay, and we pushed down. Now we tested the demand right here, and that caused the move up. What will be interesting in this area right here is, does price break up above here and continue, or does price fail and it just pushes straight from down here? And this is going to be a sign if price is going to be pushing to the downside and the supply has been respected right here. Okay, so this right here is kind of what you call the deciding moment. Okay, so this is going to be the deciding price action right here in the coming week, the coming 2 weeks, even this month basically. Okay, it'll be interesting to see, because when you take a look, a lot of time when price is about to reverse, okay, there's a couple of confirmations that you look at. You have the high, okay, so you have the higher high, you have the pullback, respect the demand, and then you have a push up, fail to break, and then you have a push down, break a structure, then you have a push back up, test of the supply, and then a pushback. So this is basically Wyckoff, okay? But that's it in a simpler version. So this is what I would like to see. Whoops. So what I'd like to see is a breakdown, break a structure, push back up, retest some supply. I'm just basically drawing right here. We don't have an area. I need to see the price action play out first, and then I'd look to sell. Okay. EG. Yeah, look at the time frame. Yeah, mate, so you're gonna have to take a look at my other YouTube videos as well, so you'll understand this concept a bit more. Because obviously what I'm going through right now is not really basic. It's not really basic, but yeah. I mean, I don't really know what to say. I mean, this price action is horrendous. Not something that I will trade anytime soon. I don't know how anyone would be trading your GBP, to be honest with you, unless you guys are trading like 1 minute structure, which maybe looks a bit better. Like even a 1 minute looks horrendous. So this is not a pair that I can really go through because it's just untradeable. I don't think anyone has even traded this. I didn't see anyone post any charts about it even in the last month or so. So I don't think anyone is trading this. But yeah, this is bad price action. Daily time frame any better? I don't know. I mean, the weeklies to the downside, if that's what we're looking at. Overall though, the past year, it's horrible price action. This has been a pair that's kind of really gone down. I'm not really looking at anymore. I don't really trade your GBP as much as I used to. We have the double bottom right here that I would like to target, of course. And that's the only thing that I can kind of tell you about your GBP at the moment. But I'm not going to lie and sit here and try and make a markup when I personally don't see anything at the moment. It's very, very unclear. It's just kind of doing what it wants. It's just consolidating in a sense. But yeah. Looking forward to, yeah, for sure. I think we should have a really nice week. As I said, I'm going to send in the weekly outlook for you guys, and throughout the week I'll send in entries and stuff like that. But yeah, I think it should be a pretty nice week. But yeah, I'll leave it here, guys. I appreciate everyone that hopped on. Once again, please show some support on the YouTube channel. Show some support on the Instagram as well. Make sure to follow us there. And yeah, with that being said, hopefully everyone has a successful week in the markets, and I'll catch you guys once again throughout the week.